Hey guys, it's good to be back to Satisfactory. I've been itching to play this game for a long time. So big shout out to Coffee Stain here for providing me with a copy and giving me a little bit of early access to get the series going right at 12 o'clock at release. This is probably when you guys are watching the game and actually downloading it for yourself. So I figured, since I've done so much off of the original Let's Play, we did a big stream and stuff, and we started building our stackable factory. So what I did was design a floor of each factory, and then we started stacking it. So we got 2 floors done. We're producing a good amount of the end items, and they are being stored over there for us. But we have so much unlocking to do now. There's 3 more tiers to unlock. There's much more factory to build. We have to build separate buildings, so we'll be building other buildings here too. We'll probably be building one right beside this one and another one right beside this one, because I'm gonna have to go off this one, build some more supplies for the T3, and then tie it into this one here, which is doing some of the other T3 stuff too. I'm sorry, in order to get ready for the tier 4. There is so much to do. Now, I've just been standing here with my nuts in my hand for a while, just kind of staring at things. I love the flow of this game completely. Now, my main objective with this game is to build a giant factory city. Everything nice and lined up and square. I'm not too 100% concerned about getting everything 100% effective. I probably will in the end, but for now, I rather things just kind of keep moving smoothly than kind of run back and forth and time everything, because I have noticed that since they did this update to the public alpha that one of you guys are playing right now or downloading, I have noticed that my production has actually gone up. Like the amount of items, like these aren't moving as fast as they were before. So I have some overclocking to do. So we're going to do a quick tour, and I'm going to show you guys what's going on. First, we're going to go down and I guess go over our coal over here. There's our truck now. So here we have my coal truck coming in. If we look off in the distance over there, right where my cursor is off to the side of it, you see a smokestack? That is where all my coal is coming from. Now, I've chosen to take a little bit of time out and actually bring my coal over to my main production area. That way I'll have it for the higher tiers. I plan on bringing everything into this one area, so I will be doing lots of different paths for my vehicle automation. It just comes in here and it just keeps loading up the coal. And even these 6 coal plants right here still aren't maxing out the capability of the truck, so we can add even more, and I do actually need to. If we look at a power line, is there one close by? Here we go. I'm actually kind of getting close to my max capacity at the moment. This is really something you have to keep an eye on. So for my first Let's Play, which will be in the next video, we're gonna have to expand the power a bit and kind of go and get everything upgraded. Like I have to send some stuff up the space elevator to get the next tiers, so we have so much to do. But I'm gonna jump down here and we'll start from the back of my build where I originally started playing, and we'll work our way into it. So back here is where we actually have 3 of these miners producing. What I've done is I've actually got these timed with overclocked by 200%. So that seems to keep these things moving nice and smoothly and just kind of keeps pumping it into it without really getting overwhelmed. So we don't really need to pump too much into it. When you do overclock stuff, it does take up a lot more power. So keep that in mind. If you start overclocking, you're going to need to be able to produce that power, right? Now, in the next tier, there is an upgrade for these suckers, which I think start at twice the rate as this one for the base. So when I put a new one down, I should actually be able to save myself 2 of those, 2 of these power cores. I forget exactly what they're called again. But anyways, these things here you make from power slugs. So it should be able to produce the same amount per minute. Is what, 120? 120. Yeah, and the base of those are 120. So we'll be able to upgrade these. But it seems I've been able to time it to have one feed an entire factory floor. So as we need more and more, I'll be able to get these things overclocked, and we'll upgrade the machines too. I assume all the machines get upgraded, but of course there's my hub. I've gone also in the Let's Play, we didn't do a lot of the research, but I've gone and done a lot of the research. Like we have the nail gun and everything now, so we're good to go on that. I do kind of hope there is new stuff to find. That would be kind of nice. But let's go into the first floor of my factory here, and I'll show you guys what's going on. So in here, we just have pretty much raw production. This is making all the plates and the rods. So all your, like, basically, like, your tier 1 crap. Your easy stuff, your tier 2. This just splits it all off into each machine. And by the end, it seems, with the belt speeds, this is about as far as I can push it. 6 machines feeding off the one like this. But like I said, we can always upgrade these once we get the upgrades. But once these make their thing, so we have the smelter going into the constructor, and then we have all the supplies coming back out of these machines. I think this row is just doing all bars or rods. Yeah, this row is just doing all rods, because this one is for the rotors. This is for the rotors on the other factory. So they all feed into here, kind of tuck in nicely, and then join together in the middle and go across into my production factory. So this side here, this one is making plates. I had to overclock this one a little bit to keep up, but it seems to be doing fine now. And then these two here are doing rods, and this is making my reinforced iron plates. This is going into one nail machine. This one's going into another nail machine, and this is providing the plates that you need to make the reinforced iron plates. So this thing's stackable, incredibly stackable. I've even left some room in here to upgrade our production if we ever need to down the road. So I left myself a little bit of expansion room. On this side here, for our highest tier stuff at the moment, we pretty much just had this for copper, right? So there wasn't too much going on. So I put an end of the line storage unit up here, and this pretty much just keeps it all in stock, right? Because you're going to need it later on down the road. So it kind of helps just to push that through while you're building it to kind of get the timing right. And by the time you're doing that, everything else should be caught up. But in here, we have a lot of expansion room. This is my personal storage over here. I just pump whatever I need. I just tell these machines to make whatever I need of the items and then come get them from here. This is much more an effective way. Also, with tier 4, they unlocked one that's twice as high here. And I do apologize, guys. Apparently Discord's running in the background, although I swear I closed that damn program before I started recording. Let me shut that down. Alright, I got that shut down. My bad. Okay, anyways, so I've also been painting in here too. I'm not sure if I'm going to stick with this color scheme, as, at least for the machines. I do like the building, but for the machines, I might not stick with this. The green's kind of awesome, and it really makes things easy to distinguish what's what, because it's all very bright. And I've even made these orange too. But now once we have one of these production floors making the end items, I've been stacking it. So what we have up here is literally the exact same thing down there, just not painted. So none of this is really painted, not even some of the walls up here. I have a lot of painting to do. But you guys kind of get the point. So I can keep stacking this as I need to up the production, and I can keep overclocking to stop from having to stack. But having the stacks are nice. In the end, I want like pretty much a skyscraper thing going on from building to building to building. So this building's done. Let's go ahead and jump over the other building. I'm going to use this conveyor belt here to, cheese my way down, which it didn't work out for me. And we will run over here across the other building. I could have actually done it from the second floor. Every floor is the exact same. I have catwalks going across, and the conveyor belts go in at the same parts. But in this building, this is my production floor over here. It's not really a way to look at it from above, so I'll get on top of one of these machines here. This was my end production, basically, from the last alpha. Now this is going to get all upgraded. Like, I had problems. His here is producing, I have 2 floors of this. So this is producing 7.5. The one on top is producing 7.5. So my entire factory is producing 15 reinforced iron plates a minute. And I think that one's actually on 5, because I can't push the nails into it fast enough. They won't fly into the machine fast enough. If you watch the production, it's always trying to keep up with the screws. But once we get to the upgrades, I should be able to actually pull the screws out of here fast enough and into here that we won't have to worry about it. Because I had to stick 2 into here to keep it a constant flow, believe it or not. So, well, let's see how it goes. But everything's all nice and neat and tidy, and the same on each floor. And all I've done is thrown in jump pads to get to floor. I don't think I actually put one in here yet. I'll put it right about... Oh, no, it's on this side. Here we go. They alter sides on each floor. to jump. So we'll jump on up to the next floor. And as you can see, literally the exact same thing. Love it. Once you get the design and the flow, it kind of actually feels good. Now, hopefully, I really don't need to alter this too much in the future to accommodate. Maybe we can go down to one nail machine and just super overclock one once we have fast enough conveyor belts. But for now, it is what it is, and this produces its highest rate. So one side's doing rotors. This one here is doing rotors, and that side is doing plates. They all get pushed over into the side here at my end storage. So this is my end storage stuff. As you can see, it's actually starting to really pile up now. So upgrading with these parts really won't be an issue. And when I do start next building right here and another building over here, this one here will probably maybe be a little bit smaller, just be like a side production building. And I'm planning to do them all different color schemes too. That way the buildings are marked, right? And I didn't do anything special for my space elevator. I actually didn't even put it on the platform. I did make a base up there to go over and walk to it, but I made stairs. And that, it looks high, but it's higher than you think. That is actually insanely high. It takes like 10 minutes to walk up that damn thing. I've only gone up there once, and that's when I built it. So, not really willing to do that much more. Although it does look like they improved on what the space elevator part up there looked like. So I'm really excited. We have more power to pump out. I could overclock those temporarily just to kind of give us what we need if I get close. That could save us time on the power. But honestly, adding more power to this really isn't going to be hard. So I'd rather do it now than have to do it later and save all the overclocking for all my machines in here. Because the slugs, I have not ever seen one of the slugs respawn. And I have 33 hours now in the game. So I don't know maybe if it's a bug or if it's supposed to or if they don't. But I imagine you probably want to be, you know, you don't want to be using up too many slugs. You want to overproduce with machines instead of relying on the slugs if there's a limited amount. But that's all speculation. We really don't know that until we get going here. But yeah, so that's it. Future plans is kind of keep expanding buildings, attach buildings to buildings. Like I'll attach this one to probably the production building over here, actually. Boink. There we go. Come off there. And we'll go from there. It'll be pretty exciting. So this is all the way up to tier 3. And now we got more expanding to go, more exploring to do. And I also want to see if we can jump on and ride that thing. That whatever the hell you want to call it. I don't even think it really has a name yet. I want to call it a moth, but it looks like a manta ray. I don't even know. Let's call it manta. Call it manta. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. Much appreciated. If you want to see more, always hit that sub button. And I'll see you guys over on Discord. Stay classy. And remember, back up them game saves. It's actually in my documents now. If you go to my documents, my games, and under factory game, you can find your saved documents and your screenshots that you hit when you press photo with P. Anyways, guys, peace out. Have a good one. Hope you enjoyed.